Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and I am back with another Overwatch News Blast update video. And first, we are going to talk about Hanzo, ladies and gentlemen. So this is new information on Hanzo, and Jeff has been active on the forums, and this is what he says. Now, Dimstar asked him, it sounds a little bit like the rapid fire is basically the McCree right click, with 5 to 6 arrow doing 80 damage versus 6 bullets doing 45 damage. If that doesn't seem similar, the new leap is like the McCree roll minus a reload. Both are medium-ranged character, seems like a big overlap potentially. Now, this is somebody commenting on Hanzo changes before actually seeing them being played. Now, obviously, you know, people can only speculate on what the devs have told us before, but Jeff has come in to clear this up because this is not accurate what this person is saying, and I wouldn't have ever thought it was accurate anyway. This is a bit of a weird comparison to say Hanzo is like McCree. That's a bit weird. Anyway, Jeff comes in and he clears this up, and this is what he says. I can see how, without playing him, you might have this concern, but I'm finding that he plays a lot differently than McCree in playtests. The things we are trying on Hanzo right now have him playing as a very reliable mid to long range character. Notice he says reliable there. That's actually quite huge because Hanzo just isn't reliable right now. So that's obviously their primary redesign point with Hanzo, make him more reliable. The horizontal movement ability plays out as a disengage, but can also be used to get to some interesting spots using wall climb. The volley ability is useful at long, mid, and close ranges, whereas McCree's fan the hammer feels to me mostly like a short range option. Hero distinctiveness is very important to us. We'll make sure both McCree and Hanzo have their respective places. We still have quite a bit of testing to do on Hanzo, and once we start to do animation and sound, it's going to take a while as well. So Jeff again is saying, look, it's going to take a while to get these Hanzo changes out. So I think my estimation of seeing Hanzo maybe in like possibly next Thursday is never going to happen, because Jeff's saying, look, we've got a lot of work to do on this before it even goes live. But this is Jeff clearing up that Hanzo is a medium to long range character, which is, well, what Hanzo is, right? But also he's got short range options. It seems to me Hanzo's going to have an option for a lot of different situations, and maybe you could say this is more of like a modern character design where it's almost applicable in a lot of situations. You look at heroes like Soldier and even McCree, they're viable at pretty much every range apart from like extreme long range, which is the domain of the snipers. Now, if Hanzo is good at long range and medium range and has short range options, I don't know, maybe he will become super OP, God forbid it. Also, in the same thread, he did actually respond again, and he said, we're trying to speed up a version of his base arrows. It gives him more reliability that puts him more on par with Widowmaker. Feels pretty good so far. So if they're speeding up Hanzo's primary fire, that's actually pretty huge as well. Are they going to reduce the damage of the arrows? Because we all know, you land an arrow on somebody's head and they're basically dead. Like, if they're a 200 HP hero, they're just dead. They're deleted. They're gone. That is insane damage off Hanzo. Like, in fact, he can kill 250 HP heroes, right? I think he can't he? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. I think he can one-shot a May if he gets a headshot. Anyway, and a Reaper? Is Reaper 200, 250? No, he's 200. Ladies and gentlemen, facts and figures. It seems like I've just literally forgot everything about Overwatch. Anyway, this is also interesting, speeding up Hanzo's fire rate. So we're going to have to see how all of this plays out when Hanzo actually hits the PTR, whenever that happens. Next up, we've got Symmetra. Now, Symmetra, this is huge. This is Jeff saying Symmetra is going to have a major rework, which is going to require art assets and everything else. So this means new abilities. This means a completely different way Symmetra is going to be played. So this is what Jeff says. Symmetra changes are going to take time. We don't see her as needing minor fixes. We're currently focused on Sombra, Doomfist, May, Hanzo, and Hero 27. Symmetra is next up after that, but could take a significant amount of time depending on the severity of the changes, in particular if new animation, sound, art is required, which I believe is the case. So this is Jeff saying, look, we're going to redesign Symmetra again. We're going to give her new stuff. Now, what could this be? This could be different types of turrets. This could be different ways of interacting with the turrets. Like, if you remember the idea I had where Symmetra could detonate her turrets, or the turrets sort of had like range deployment, or hey, maybe the turrets could move, I don't know, something ridiculous. All of that needs art, needs animation, needs sound. So that's the only thing I can see them really doing with Symmetra. They give her new abilities. I don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen with Symmetra. All that we know is Symmetra is a heavily defensive character, and she works very well on like 2 maps in the game. On the other maps, yeah, surprise Symmetra can catch you off guard, but it's generally not the best pick in a lot of situations. And you can see like what they're doing with Hanzo. obviously they want to apply this to Symmetra as well. They want to make them more viable in more situations, make them more reliable. Now, I don't think that's possible with every hero. I mean, Symmetra is a certain type of hero that fortifies an area, so she's always going to be strong on certain points of certain maps, not through entireties of maps. That's just the way she's going to be, unless they radically change her into something completely different. And finally, somebody asked about Winston cosmetics, and Jeff said spring 2018. Now, this probably means the anniversary event. So whenever that hits, there'll probably be loads of Winston stuff, which is awesome. We need more Winston skins. In fact, when was the last Winston skin? I think it was, it's a pretty long time ago, isn't it? You know what? I don't actually know. Winston got the Yeti skin last Christmas. No, the Christmas before that. He got Lunar New Year skin last Lunar New Year, not this. When did Winston get a skin? Tell me in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, that's your News Blast update video with what is going on with Overwatch. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, follow the channel, subscribe to everything. Just love it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Oh, and follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. I've also got an Instagram, which is instagram.com/Stylosa, not Unit Lost Gaming. It's Stylosa on Instagram. Catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.